Well, it's a very perfect tune, and it's very simple, and there's not a lot going on it, and we've never actually put anything out that's that sort of stripped back. I mean, I can see how it could be very quickly reappropriated into a sort of a peace song, but it was actually written about being too busy and not having to spend, very domestic tune actually.
It's largely one take. It's one live take as well, I think.
Just everyone played really well first time, and
one of those one take wonders
when that happens.
Which was nice.
There's the lovely Moroccan orchestra as well, which kind of transported it absolutely somewhere else. But
the nice story of that was that we'd set them all up in our little house in Morocco, and they were all sort of just. They didn't even have their headphones on at the point when they were all sitting around, and sort of you didn't know whether they were playing with it or just doing their own thing. And we were in our little bit of the studio, and it was just like it started going, hang on. Either this is the biggest fluke in history, or they absolutely know what they're doing, and I don't know why I even bothered spending the last hour trying to explain to them. They weren't even in the same key or anything, and they just did it, and it just has this most ethereal effect on the overall sound of the tune, and I think it embodies this. Something which we were trying to get on this record perfectly, and so that's why it's our first, thing.
The gods are on your side. They really are on your side, aren't they?
It was odd because we tried to get them to play it properly to it afterwards, and it was nowhere near had that. It was just like a record playing and
computers, isn't it? Is that they only have to do it once, and
but you have to learn.
Always recording.
You have to learn to record. The only way with computers to make them really work for you is just to have them running all the time, and that's when they come into their own, because they are masters at picking up innuendo and subtlety around you.
It was around for a long, long time.
It used to be, and it started off with "Forget the Rock, we don't want to stop."
No.
Yes. And we had it. It was a very different kind of track, wasn't it? Totally. And then we added another bit to it, and then when we sent stuff to Norman, he picked up on the other bit, which was a very rocky bit, which was just a sort of coda to the disco tune that we'd written. And then he said, "I don't like the way it goes, forget the rock." And the lyric I'd written at that point was, "I love to feel that crazy beat." And so he said, "Why don't you try, So we started again with my little voice changer and just went crazy beat.
It's kind of like that kid's magic trick where you say, think of a number, multiply by 2, add 4, divide by 2 and take away the bit number you first thought of. You know what I mean?
Ended up with a 1.
It's important if we're going to, retain any vestiges of sort of rock credibility, that we have a few rock, heavy tracks. Otherwise, we're out of there, aren't we, really? We're not allowed back in the club.
Got no rock, we just roll. And who wants to just roll?